Driving jobs, basically like a real life simulator, but in Roblox. And you have leakers in GVRP Co. Oh my god. What's good, nerds? In today's video, we'll be going over the main issues with all RP servers, not one RP server, because it's mainly about the drivers. And if you didn't know, most drivers from one RP server go to another server. So boom, they populate that server. Basically, that's how all these RP servers have so many members. It's the same people, but going server to server. So let's get straight into it. The first one is yielding. So as you see, that years did yield for me as they do their little turnaround, although they didn't turn around. But this seems to be an issue in RP servers, and that's what causes pileup crashes. There's been plenty of times where I've been at that light where the person turning left didn't yield for me going straight. Then boom, I got into a car accident, salvage title, boom, ripped my car. And not just me, but you know, multiple people crashed into me also because they also didn't yield. Because there's a car in the middle of the road because somebody decided, yeah, I'm not going to yield today. That's a huge issue on RP servers, but it's really annoying. People still haven't caught on to doing it correctly for some reason, and I just don't know why. But yeah, I'm also in GRP Co. That's where that clip came from, so yeah. Another thing, proper driving distance is a huge one. So right here, most of these cars are way too close compared to real life. I'm not saying, oh, you have to be like real life, but if you're too close, okay, you done? All right, well, that boy moving. But yeah, basically, I'm not saying you have to have like a really far distance away from somebody because real life, but basically what you should do is keep some distance so you avoid getting desynced, which will also cause a pileup crash. I don't know why people tailgate so closely knowing that desync exists on Roblox. Like, it's common sense if you think about it, but people just try to ignore it for some reason. I just really don't know why. But I'm gonna get into a more dailyable car and talk some more. This next one is huge. I'm not saying, oh, everybody has to drive like older cars and stuff, but there's always 2022 cars in the session. Yeah, sure, I just got into a 2022 car, but the car I was in before was a 2006. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that there's too many modern cars. It's not really a balance. I feel like this is kind of a developer thing. We need some more older cars now. We've been getting the newest releases coming to Greenville, like the Mark 8 Golf, the new Range Rover, and stuff like that. But now we need some older cars. Because if you look in dealership, there's not really a good balance anymore. If you go to 2021, 2022, 2023, there's endless cars right there. But if you go to the older cars like 2012 and under, there's not really a good balance. They're there, but most of those cars need remodels, and that's just not a good look. We need more older cars in game. This might just be me complaining, but what does this mean? Well, in RP servers, there's mainly just 2022 cars and 2021 cars. It no longer looks like Greenville. It just looks like a rich state like California or something like that. It's really odd, but you know, some people do drive their normal cars, like this Rogue right here. You know, it's just a little 3-cylinder Rogue, nothing crazy. But then you have the other people in their luxury 2022 cars, and you basically see them everywhere in RP servers. So there's really no balance at this point. I mean, it is what it is. I guess that's how Greenville is just gonna be now, with no balance. But since we're on the part of balance, we can just go back to GV3 for a little bit. A lot of people said they liked the car selection in GV3 because we did have some unique cars in there. Although the game did have less cars, we did have some unique cars that aren't in this game. And also, those cars weren't just straight 2022 models. It was like a balance. Those GV3 updates, you would get cars from like different eras. You might get a little 1986 Silverado, a 2012 RAV4, and maybe a 2009 sports car or something. And yeah, that was a GV3 update, if you didn't catch on. But you get the point. There was a good balance of cars. And I don't know. Maybe people just like their 2022 cars. I don't know. Now, this one only applies to some RP servers, but some RP server staff, they just aren't on it. there's been plenty of times where I allegedly went over 100 in RP servers and I never got caught. And I've done this multiple times because I'm not afraid to say that I FRP'd. There's been mad RP staff people saying, oh, he's always trying to make himself look innocent about these RP servers. That's never really the case with me, but you know, it is what it is, I guess, because I always say when I FRP, or I literally leave it when I FRP because people just can't drive, so I don't know. And finally, our last issue with RP servers. This is a huge one, so everybody take notes. Look miles ahead of you instead of your car. Look ahead instead of your car. Look at the BMW, not my car, the BMW. You see how he's going? Yeah, that's where you're supposed to be looking. Same thing applies to real life. Look straight ahead, not your car. Don't look down. Don't look down at your car. Look straight ahead. The reason for this: when people look at their car, they don't have enough reaction time to brake when a pile-up crash happens. The reason I know people look at their cars because they have plenty of time to brake to avoid a pile-up crash, but they just allowed it to happen. Sometimes I feel like people do it on purpose though, just because, oh, I want to be in a crash. Well, if you want to do that, then do that. That's not my problem. I don't work for any RP servers, so I'm not going to cry about it. But if you want to avoid less crashes, look ahead like real life and not your car. That's enough of me complaining for today. There's a very special video coming soon, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, this has been Vuxury, and I am a darkie.